Childish, illinformed, liar. I threw these accusations at another user in a chat today, over today and yesterday. Open my email, bang, usual responses from YouTube, the troll one from Yahoo, various interesting suggestions about my sex life, etc., etc. No imagination. Yesterday I sent a connection to my contacts, and one of my contacts responded to my earlier comment. And to be quite honest, I was confused at first. I was like, what? There's no connection between what I'd actually said in my comment and this barrage of opinion, let's say. Like, respond to a comment, try to keep it in context, otherwise you're just going to throw the person out. You know? I say, it's a beautiful day, and you write back saying your dog is this and your dog is that. I'm like, yeah, okay. Got to connect things. Now, the words childish, sorry, but if your argumentation concerning a thing just lacks logic and is not following, okay, childish, sorry, if I use the word childish, I mean it, sorry. Take it as an insult. I don't mean it as an insult, I just mean the word childish. Okay, it's how I see things. If I read your text and I think that's childish, I'll say it. Okay? I'm not a sycophant in real life or in the virtual life. But anyway, insultive. Sorry if you find it insultive, but if I see truth there, or the suggestions that come across connect, okay, I'll tell you. It's like having a big bogey in your nose, you know? I'm going to tell you, or leave it with the bogey. Okay, I'm not going to beat around the bush, but I'm not going to be rude either. Okay, an insult is something you're going to take as an insult. People who write rude comments on my Yahoo thing, I don't take them as insults. I take them as quite funny, actually, because what amuses me is the lack of imagination, the lack of actual contents or context or anything really. Anyway, I'm digressing. The illinformed part. Yeah, if you're coming out with stuff that just doesn't make sense, okay, and is going against any obvious logic or known, I mean, for example, in this situation here, it was denial that suggestion of denial that Israeli soldiers invade Palestinians' homes and take them over while on patrol. There's no denying this. It's common knowledge, okay? There are facts based on theories, and there's common knowledge. Go to Israel. The Israelis talk about it. Everyone knows it. Okay, they make films about it. You know, it happens. And then the presumption of saying that if soldiers had been there, they would have done this, they would have done that. If my okay. If soldiers had been there, what grammar form are we using here, mate? Alright? So, I mean, you can't be Bolshe using an if soldiers had been there when you're using the third conditional. Okay? You're not stating a fact, you're using the third conditional. So don't argue it as a fact. Okay? Plus, I mean, they would have or they could have. I mean, you know how soldiers in that situation 100% certain that they would have done, or what you should have said is could have done. Lack of logic. Sorry, mate. Think it through. Okay? We're coming across Bolshe. Yeah. Liar. Or a liar. So, first thing is, I suggested this guy was either ill-informed on Israel, or he was lying about Israel, because common knowledge. It happens. Okay. Claiming that soldiers would have done something. Okay. I could say Hitler would have, at the end of the war, turned into a really lovely bloke, yeah, and sold flowers and done all sorts of, you know, hippie type stuff. He would have done. I mean, no one's going to take that seriously. Because nobody knows. Okay, claiming that you're correct using a would have done thing, okay, is a false claim. False, opposite of truth, okay, denial of truth, okay, as we can say it, therefore is a lie. So I'm sorry, no offense meant.